The reason why the world is running amok is because the world has forgotten God. That was the view presented by members of the Muslim community that hopes everyone draw closer to God. More in a story compiled by Vivian Bowen.
The power of prayer has been championed by the Ahmadiyya Muslim community as a solution to the crime scourge plaguing the country. The comment was made by the head of missionary in charge of the organization on Sunday. According to Maulana Ibrahim bin Yaqub, prayer is a useful tool to rid the country of the blight of crime. He says that oftentimes people would remind each other about the good old days, but questioned if people understood the difference between then and now.
What were the good old days? The good old days is very, very simple. Our forefathers, they used to worship God Almighty. They go to the churches, they go to the mandir, they go to the mosque and pray to God Almighty. And then, of course, they were kinder and gentler and loving towards their fellow human being.
However, General Secretary of the organization, Sirazuddin Mohammed, pointed out that action was also needed for prayer to be effective.
It is not just simply we attend a church or a mosque or a temple and we just offer certain prayers, and when we leave, whatever we would have said in there are mere words. A person really has to transform themselves, get really closer to God, invite God into their hearts, and when they start studying seriously that connection with God Almighty, automatically that will translate into proper treatment of humankind.
He cautioned that prayer without the teachings of the Almighty is hollow.
If we look at where peace came from, the founders of our religion lived a life. They were persecuted. They were run out from where they were living. Yet still they maintained the composure, the dignity, the respect, and did not retaliate in kind. And there was peace.
According to the vice president of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, Hassan Hussein, there are 7 mosques attributed to Ahmadiyya in Trinidad and Tobago, with about 1,200 members who adhere to the faith. Ahmadiyya Muslims follow the same scriptures and teachings as other Muslims. However, the main difference is that Ahmadiyya Muslims believe that the promised Messiah of the latter days has already arrived, and he established the Ahmadiyya Muslim community in 1889. Karen Kozia Phillip, TTT News.